Okay, good morning, YouTubers. We are on the Isle of Skye. Oh, just sorted myself out. There we go. On the Isle of Skye, and I'm going to see a castle today in Scotland, the most famous castle, I think, in Scotland, which is Donan's Island. I can't pronounce it. Donovan's Island or something. Island Donovan. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Let's get the show on the road. We're a bit close to that windsock, so I need to be going backwards, really. Can we go backwards? Get away from the windsock? I think we can. Now, this castle is not on the Isle of Skye. It's behind me. So we're going to have to go over the bridge to Skye. This is the Isle of Skye. We're going to go over the bridge and we're going to go down to the castle. It's on the mainland, but it's an island on the mainland. And there is a bridge going out to it. You will recognise this castle because it's been in Hollywood movies. Whenever they want a Scottish castle, that's the favourite. Lots of people have used this castle in movies. Right, this is the road. The road. And this one comes from the airfield and it goes all the way to the bridge over the Isle of Skye. Okay, all systems looking good. I'm not seeing any warning signs anywhere. You'll like this castle. There's a history, there's loads of it. You can look it up on Google Earth. You can Google it, what have you. Look at it on Wikipedia, you get the history of it. It's a proper Scottish castle that was involved in various battles. I think the most famous being the Jacobite Rebellion, where it was full of Catholics, evil Catholics that were trying to take over the crown. In fact, this one was actually full of Spanish soldiers who had sympathies with the Catholic cause, obviously, and the Royal Navy went in there because the bridge wasn't there then. So they sailed down this estuary, and they can come in various ways. There's about 3 different ways in. And they sat off and bombarded it with cannonballs until they surrendered, and then they went in and blew the place up. So it was a complete ruin. And it remained a ruin for years until some chap who was an officer from the First World War bought it. And he restored it and built the bridge that you now see, because there was no bridge to it originally. It was just on an island. There's lots of islands like this here. And someone had just built a castle on this one. And it's now got a bridge going out to it. And he lived on it for the rest of his life until he popped in the 20s or the 30s, whatever. And now it's a major, major Scottish tourist attraction. There's the bridge over to the island of Skye. Prior to that, you had to get a boat from here, from Yea to over Yea. Obvious, really. But now they thought, yes, let's build a bridge. So that's what they did. The island hopped to build that bridge. No great feat, I'm sure, but it would cost a few quid. A few bob, as they said in the back in the day. Right, so we're going to fly down this estuary, just trying to get this thing trimmed in. A little bit nose high at the moment. Still not trimmed in properly, but that'll have to do. These are my hand controllers, by the way. I can pick them up and press buttons and knobs and things inside the cockpit. I'm still not trimmed in properly. What's wrong with me? Come on. It takes a while trimming helicopters in, and then you alter your power settings and things, and all the trim goes out. Or people move in the back. Now, it's interesting in the back because if you look through, it's got loads of seats on both sides. That's just configured for soldiers at the moment. But the main weight has to be in the middle between the yellow lines. I thought you don't want too much weight at the front or too much weight at the back, or that'll throw your centre of balance right out. So you have to load it. It's just a big truck. This is a flying truck. So you have to load it evenly so that your weight is in the middle. Right, we're coming up to our castle now. See that mountain in the distance at the end of this estuary? That's where the castle is. The bridge comes out of that mountain, and there's our castle. So we haven't got far to go. There's the Isle of Skye just off to our right behind us. And there's another estuary, and to the left that's mainland Scotland. Okay, there's no bridges. There seems to be some wires going across there, but there's no bridge. There's only one bridge onto Skye. And I love flying in Scotland. It's superb, absolutely superb. What's the cyclic doing? Okay, I've actually got a lever there, an indicator there to say where your cyclic position is. Which is handy. I've not seen that before. On a chopper. People were saying to me, you know, there's lots of switches and buttons and dials and things, and well, yeah, there is, but you're not really using all of them. If something draws your attention because it's wailing or beeping or flashing at you, then you look at it. But most of them are just engine gauges in the middle there, fuel, and look at things like knots, amps, oil, temperatures, and stuff. So you're not really. You're just glancing around, make sure everything's in the green, really. But these are your main flight instruments. These are the ones you're looking at. The one in the middle, altitude indicator, your airspeed indicator, your altitude, and your direction, which is the one just below the main one. So they're the main ones that you're looking at. Undercarriage is down and fixed. So you haven't got to worry about winding wheels up and down. And a lot of that is to do with GPS and radios and navcoms. And up here we've got fuel selectors, air conditioning, that sort of thing. Hook. Fuel throttles, they just go into flight. Idle. Right, there's our castle. So we'll begin our descent. We're going to land here, so we're going to fly around it a few times and have a good look. And if you like the look of it, I would strongly recommend, if you ever get the chance to come to Scotland and visit it, I would recommend that you do, because it's got to be one of the most famous castles in Scotland. Thanks to Hollywood, of course. What films has it been in? Highlander is the one that springs to mind, the first Highlander film. I'm sure it's been in a lot more than that. Here we go, this is it. There's the island. And there's the bridge. There's the castle. Loads of people will have taken pictures of it on Google Earth and gone in there and rooted about, but it's a proper castle that's been in proper battles, and people have actually died in battle there. Which all adds to the atmosphere, doesn't it? Especially if you stay there overnight. I don't know if you can stay there overnight. I'm sure you can if you pay them enough money. See, it'll be a wee bit spooky. I can't remember what the town's called that's right next to it, but you'd probably get Airbnb or something, a hotel in the town. So I'm circling and reducing power and descending, and I'm going to try and land on the island itself where the castle is, if there's any suitable land to land on. Flat surfaces, that sort of thing. Big bridge over the estuary here. Okay, airspeed's coming down now. What's your airspeed? Airspeed's the biggie. Okay, loads of right rudder now. There we go. More power. Don't finish up in the drink, you idiot. Whoa, a bit caught out there. There's a thing called the avoidance curve with learning to fly helicopters, and I think I just got in it. That's the something you avoid. Is not moving forwards, just hovering and being too high and turning and stuff like that. It's not good. Right. So the nose is up, we're reducing power. We are descending. Oh, I'm going to creep it in. A lot of these castles you can't actually land in. You just go straight through them. Can't hit them. I tried landing at Edinburgh Castle once on the where they do the tattoo and just went straight through the floor. It's happened to me in football grounds and things like that as well. You think, oh, brilliant, I got in, I did it, yes, marvellous. And then, no. But, you know, these graphics and things will get better as time goes on. VR is very much in its infancy. Are we on far enough? I have to ask the man at the back to open the gate and have a look, make sure we're in. Let's creep forward a bit. I think we can creep forward a bit more. So I want to go into the building. That's enough. It's too far now. Come back. Oh, you idiot. Messed that up. Being picky, you see. Trying to squeeze my chopper into a tight spot. And we can all go pace it really quickly. Really, I think this helicopter likes to run in forwards and then just touch down the back wheels. And that's hopefully we're on the brakes. Yes, we made it. Look at that. We did it. Cool. Welcome to Eilean. Eilean, I think, is Gaelic Scottish for island. Donan. I think it's Donan Castle. And I figured out how to open and close the back lid. I've got a switch there, allocated especially for the purpose. I have to leave my finger on it, so I let my finger off, it stops. So I have to leave my finger on until the gate's open, then everyone can get out and get in. And this thing allegedly can touch down on water, and you can push a boat straight out. You know, one of these inboard jet ski type boats at ribs, and again you can retrieve them. You can land it in the water with the ramp down, and the boat with the special forces and that can just go straight in the back, and then you can they just drag it in and close the door, and away you go. I've never tried putting it down in water yet, but I've not had it long enough for it. I've only been flying it a couple of days. Look at that, that's cool, isn't it? Anyway, welcome to the castle. Let's get a booklet, shall we, and have a wander around. Thanks very much.